Good morning, everybody. This is K. Balakrishna. Presently, we would like to discuss about one of the topic which is called as trade blocks. Block means group assembled to form a unit. Here, trade block in the sense group of member countries together, integrate together with agreements, mutual contracts, and they form a unit which is called as trade block. Trade block is a group of people or group of countries coming together to share their ailments, and the major ailment to be shared is removing the tariff and taxes across the boundaries of the country. Okay, trade block is an agreement between two or more countries to remove the trade barriers among themselves and to integrate as far as possible. Okay, now I'll be sharing you certain screen so that you can clearly know what the trade block is and what are the other trade blocks which are present. What is a trade block? Trade block is a group of member countries coming together with a unified force to improve the trade relations among the member countries. They not only improve the trade relations among the member countries, but they also facilitate the free movement of factors across the member countries. That is, they facilitate the free movement of goods, services, and other intellectual property from one place to the other within the member countries. They provide specific rules and regulations so that they do not disintegrate among themselves. A trade bloc is a group of member countries who form a trade agreement among themselves. Group of member countries come together, they form agreements among themselves to be termed as a trade bloc. There are no rules among the trade blocs, members of the trade bloc. There are no tariffs among the members of the trade bloc. There are no there is good trade relations among the members of the trade bloc. Okay. Here next we will see about various other issues like first of all, in this class we will learn what is a trade bloc, just as we have said now, and we will also learn regarding large number of trade blocs which are formed in the past. First and the foremost trade bloc which is formed is North American Free Trade Area, NAFTA. N for North American Free Trade Area. It was formed in the year January 1, 1994, and the member countries include USA, Canada, Mexico, and other countries were joined this NAFTA later its formation in the year 1994. By 2009, it became the most predominant trade bloc in the world. It reduced all the tariff and tax barriers among the member countries. What are the objectives of trade? Objectives of NAFTA? NAFTA main objective is to reduce the prices of products selling across the member countries. It also wanted to increase the number of industries in the member countries and aim at industrial development of the member countries. Next, it also wanted to remove all sorts of political disturbances among the member countries and facilitate good trade relations among the member countries and these member countries can gain the competitive advantage also. Another trade bloc is Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN. It consists of group of 6 member countries. The 6 member countries include Singapore, Brunei, Malaysia, Philippines, Thailand, Indonesia. It was established in the year 1993, and it consists of all the Asian nations which togetherly formed a unity. The main aim of this Asian is to develop the economical status of member countries who are present. Next, the Asian member countries also formed a free trade area which is called as AFTA. AFTA means Asian Free Trade Area. Asian trade bloc itself, it has formed AFTA also. That is, it consists of two types of member countries. One is Asian Free Trade Area, that is AFTA. It was established in the year 1994 September, and it became most famous in the last 10 years, that is the last decade itself. The main objective of establishment of AFTA is to encourage the free flow of funds, free flow of investments into the country. That is to increase the cash inflows, that is foreign cash inflows into the country. Next, it also reduced all tariff taxes. It also give an opportunity that there is no taxes in regard to certain exports and imports to within these member countries. Next, European Free Trade Area or Free Trade Association, EFTA. It was established in the year 1959. It consists of two types of members, one being the member countries like Austria, Norway, Portugal, Swedish, and Switzerland. It also consists of other member countries which are associated with it are Finland, Iceland, Britain, and Denmark. The main aim is to eliminate the tariff among the member countries. It also, tariffs means the taxes which are collected across the boundaries of the member countries. And the other aim are to reduce the trade restrictions. Free flow of trade is encouraged, and goods are exported and imported freely among the member countries. And the other and this will lead to the increase in the profitability and industrialization of the member countries. This will lead to the economic development of the member countries. Next is SAARC, that is South Asian Association of Regional Cooperation. I'm saying it again, South Asian Association of Regional Cooperation. Here it consists of South Asian nations, particularly what are the nations in South Asia? That is Bangladesh, India, Bhutan, Pakistan, Maldives, Nepal, Sri Lanka, and Afghanistan. These are the group of member countries which are formed the SAARC. And what are the objectives behind establishment of SAARC? The main objective of SAARC is to make the countries independent, that is self-reliant, that is self-reliable on themselves, and it removes all trade restrictions among all these SAARC countries, and install a sense of cooperation and coordination in regard to the flourishment of trade among the member countries. It also wanted to improve the quality of life and welfare facilities of the welfare of the societies present in these member countries. Next, SAARC was formed later. There was also another formation which is called as SAPTA, that is SAARC Preferential Trade Agreement. There is one difference between SAARC, that is Free Trade Area, and Preferential Free Trade Area. Free Trade Area means all the member countries will have a free movement of factors, that is free movement of goods and services among themselves. But in case of SAPTA, what happens is there is only a preferential treatment given between certain groups in the member countries. The main objective of SAPTA is to liberalize trade among certain number of member countries present in SAPTA. And the other aim is to eliminate trade barriers, that is to remove all sorts of trade restrictions among the member countries and install cooperation and coordination among the member countries. Next, APEC countries, we usually hear these words nowadays. APEC includes Asia Pacific Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation. It was established in the year 1989, and it facilitates the free movement of trade, no trade barriers, complete cooperation among the trade members, and there is free flow of investments in and out of the member countries, as well as it also has an objective that there is an intergovernmental grouping, that is, they go for formation of alliance with the member countries politically also, and the decisions are taken but through consensus and commitment. They have formed councils. APEC Council has been formed, and this APEC Council consists of group of members which has a political governing authorities, and based upon the decisions taken in the APEC councils, the trade relations among the member countries flourishes. These are some of the trade blocks which are present. They may be bilateral or they may be multilateral, whatever it may be. The main aim of formation of these trade blocks is to facilitate the free movement of goods and services, to facilitate the exports and imports, to facilitate the trade relations, to facilitate the economic development, to facilitate the cooperation and coordination among the member countries. Thank you. Hope you will subscribe our channel. Thank you.